Holy cow, everybody. Back for a little bit of a break. Good to see you. It is going to be a wonderful one. I'm not going to be here all night because later on tonight, going to be over on the Railed stream with Volstorm, Expert, MG Law. We will be talking about, hell, who knows what we'll be talking about. You just have to come by and find out if you're not subbed to. Hey, good evening, Linda. Good evening. Good to see you. If you're not subbed to Volstorm, I'll throw out his link there once again because he's a pretty awesome guy. He's also one that comes in here on Sundays. We have a good time, good party. Hey, Drexy. Yes, I'm back again. Just it'll be here for a short period. Yes, I've probably streamed quite a bit. Hi, how's it going, guys? Good to see you, brother. Let me get a couple things set up here so I can show you where I'm going to be heading off here. Probably be sending you guys to the stream whenever I get done here. I don't think I'll be on here that long, but we will see. And just waiting, just like everybody else, to see the speech that Trump is going to be making coming into this thing, and that's going to be pretty damn awesome. Looking forward to it in the grandiostest of ways, because it's going to be wonderful. Pull this thing up so I can make sure I've got it here, and I'm jumping in a little bit early, but it's not a big deal. I jump into these things early on a regular basis, not all the time, but today is just trying to get a good group of people to come hang out. We don't want to have no shenanigans, because those shenanigans are never any fun. No, we've got a good time for you later on this week. We've got some pretty good stuff that's going to be coming out. I will be showing you a lot of the RNC stuff whenever that comes out. Oh, there's just going to be so much more for you to see. There's so much more. You have no idea how crazy that it will be getting. And whenever you see it, you're going to go, oh, that's actually really good. It's actually some good damn stuff. Because that is what we do. Good, crazy, good, clean fun. Where did it go? I'm looking for that link, and I will find it. I will find it. Here we go. This is, let me get a second. Pull it up. And this is going to be that in there. Copy. And I shall throw this in here for you guys. And then I'll pin it to the chat. This is where I will be directing everybody off to. This is where we are going to end up. It'll be good stuff. And hope you guys are doing wonderful tonight. Really do. Let me know where you're at in the world, and I will give you a shout out. If you're going to be watching RNC live with me, well, we'll pull that thing up really quick. Just a second, and there we go. Get a little bit of audio for you. And
Republicans understand that Americans don't want welfare. They want work. They don't want woke equity. They want God-given equality.
Good to see you, Bush.
They want the promise of our founding documents, the right to pursue happiness. That's what Republicans will deliver. We've repaired the damage caused by Democrats before, and we will do it again.
Oh, yeah, I bet you will.
We will complete the mission President Trump first articulated in 2016 to make America great again. Thank you, and God bless you. Thank you.
That's going to get me in trouble. Harvest your bok choy. Oh, awesome. Harvest your bok choy. Bok choy is pretty good if you can get a good flavor to it. To make some stir fry, then some soup. Yeah, I use some of that in my ramen, just a bit of it. Pretty cool. Yeah, that last song will get me in trouble. Oh, I'll have to cut that stuff out a little bit later, but that's okay. We're having fun. Need to reach out to Fallstorm, let him know how to do that. But I'm going to have to do it myself to make sure I remember how to do it. And let's see here. We're going to go to Customize channel. See if we can do it. Customization, settings, and then missions. Community. Creator. No, I'm looking really hard because I've got to get this set up for somebody so they understand how to do it. And we get that. Let's see. Allow viewers. Blah blah blah. Okay. I know it's in there somewhere. Well, we'll figure it out later. You guys, ladies and gentlemen, Texas Jen, how are you doing this evening, girl? USA, USA, USA. Heck yeah. Know it. I watched a few videos on planting and found one that said just toss it on wet soil and hydrate daily. Awesome. My dogs would hydrate them daily. My dogs have this weird habit of eating anything that they find on the ground. So I also had a time lapse. So I went to that. Oh, there you go. You did the time lapse on it? Love it. Good evening, trucking. Good evening, T-Rex. Good evening, Benevolent Drexy. Elka. Okie. Elk. Oak louder. Damn. I'll never get that right. I'll forget it as soon as you could tell me it, and I would forget it because I'm so bad at saying it. The seeds are tiny. Well, my dogs will eat anything that comes in within 2 feet of their facial area. And I really need to get some stuff updated in here. You know that? Really got to get some stuff updated in here. Funny, we've got some really cool. Yeah, I hate whenever this stuff shows up. Let's see. Hi again. Yes, I'm back just for until about 9:30 and jumping out of here. What I wanted to do is get a little bit more, see if we had anything new happening on this. And right now we don't have anything new happening on this. I will find out how to get this damn thing happening for the man, the myth, the legend. I'm going to make it work. I've got to get it set up for a man. Maybe Kaiser can tell me how to get redirects sent. It's been a while since I've done one. I have to remember how to do that. Give that information to Volstorm so I can redirect all you guys to him whenever the time comes. That's one of my goals to get that happening. Make that good. What do we got here? Right. What do we got? Making sure that the audio is going to get me in trouble. They got a whole crew in here today. Got a whole crew in here doing everything that they possibly can. Got my music happening. Yep, my puppy doesn't eat my plants. She eats the bunnies that try to eat your plants. Now, my dogs are idiots. They will chase squirrels, but only after they've been severely wounded to the point where they can't move. My dogs are not the greatest. Not the greatest at this. You try to train them, but they don't listen. It's like, son, what are you doing? Don't be so silly. Don't be so stupid. Just go kill the squirrel. No, no, they're too prim for that. If I have to take out a squirrel, I don't want to do it. One and one. Beautiful. I love my dogs. They're awesome. Why is this giving me a hard time? What was that? You have a schnauzer. Their prey drive is from 500 years of breeding. Well, well, we have a Yorkshire Terrier that you would think that he would do the hunting, and then we have a part beagle, part wire hair terrier, and a Chihuahua dachshund mix. So I mean, they're all into killing the small creatures, but they just don't. Maybe if I stop feeding them, I can do that. I'm not that kind of person. I love my puppies too much, man. Make them all chubby. My wife's I think her first dog was a Schnauzer. But yeah, we've got all our dogs are mixed breeds. So they like to be chill most of the time. See, this is one of them. I'll show it to you. This is one of them. Yeah, that's the one that's part beagle. Looks like a Rottweiler or something, but he's not. He's just a crazy little dog. Pretty damn crazy. He's he's like 13 years old now. He's gotten up there in age. And then of course we've got the I mean, what do you guys think about this JD Vance? You guys excited for that? You guys excited to have JD Vance in there? Is he gonna make you smile? He was oh thank you. Yeah, he is older. Yeah. I don't worry about him not catching animals. In his day, let's see, he's gotten at least 4 or 5 squirrels, a few chipmunks, probably a rat, maybe a possum or 2. You're ambivalent about Vance? Well, I mean, you gotta have a certain level of ability to, you know, be in the same room with Trump. I think that right there is the biggest part of it, is just being able to be in the same room with Trump because, he does get people ticked off. I mean, I'm sort of ambivalent about Trump. I think it's cool. He's a service member and went to Yale, but I don't know anything else about him. I mean, he grew up in the Appalachian Mountains, from what I understand. Is he a never Trumper? Hmm. I think that we've gotten a lot of those guys. We've heard a lot of those that are saying that they're never Trumpers, and then whenever you see what they do, they're just like, oh yeah, you're never unless it satisfies like your desire for political things. And then you're like, oh no, I was totally like a total like Trumper. I was like into him. I was like thinking he was the best around. Never ever gonna let you down. You're excited about Vance? He was on your short list. Oh, excellent. That's pretty cool. So, what exactly did you think that Vance was going to bring to the table? I guess that's sort of the question. Um, had to put safety latches on the drawers your puppy can reach because figured out how to pull them. Oof, that's always yeah. Because I look at this and I say, all right. Well, so what does JD Vance actually bring to the uh to the stage to all of this? Um, that he was a lawyer, common sense. Okay, well, but how does that promote the bring Ohio a swing state to the table? Yeah, but there's got to be a little bit more to it. Than I mean, is it? And what I mean is not what does he bring to the table, politically. What does he bring to the table as far as being, a vice president? And could you see JD Vance being the president of the United States? You know, he's an everyman, relatable. Okay, okay. So you see him as more of, not as much of a politician, but more of an everyman. Um, so is it because of the people that he's going to bring, or is it more that if if we lose a president while they're in office, that they're able to step in there? I mean, and just roll right off with it, and just, you know, just hit it right in the top part. I heard about the same about Crenshaw, and that dude is a rhino. And that's sort of what an open pocket needing some change. There you go. I mean, because my thing is they want to see a big draw. And I guess it wouldn't matter who was running with it. It could be anybody. You could get a goat herder from, Tennessee to, to be your vice president. I think he's much more likable. But seriously, if you're thinking, this guy that comes running in and says, "Hey, I can do this. I've got you back. I want to make sure that we're mute this, and we're going to present the screen because I don't want to miss out on this. Whenever they come back on, we'll bring them up. But this is what's going on right now. Not playing the music. I wonder if the goal had helped convince the moderates that are on the fence. Vance was once a never Trumper, but learned to like Trump. Oh, that's always a possibility. How you doing, Matt? It's been so long since I've seen you, man. Hope you're doing well. Really do. Um, I mean, it's that is an interesting thought. I mean, I sort of tossed around some of the other people in my head, and I was just like, okay, who could I see doing this that could actually probably be able to you know run things. Don't really know too much about like Tim Scott, folks like that. I don't see them as being very. You're not going to read his book. I want him to speak openly and frankly about his beliefs instead of reading off a piece of paper. There you go. Well, and his book was good. Um, it was it was more of his feelings about, yeah. Oh, you really didn't know much about Vance before today? Um, I remember reading his book. It was really good. My wife had it, and she was like, "Oh, this is a really good one." And then I think it was a few weeks later, the movie was coming out. Which I think that's why she was like, "Oh, you need to read this." And I read it. I was like, "Okay." All of a sudden, here he comes. All right, here comes Majority Georgia girl.
Thank you.
Thank you. How y'all doing tonight?
Thank you.
And she's up in
Thank
Rome.
you. Today is a celebration. The American spirit is alive and well. And we have once again nominated for president the founding father of the America First movement, Donald John Trump.
Yeah, look at that
Unfortunately,
dress on
this
her.
is also a somber moment for our nation. 2 days ago, evil came for the man we admire and love so much. I thank God that his hand was on President Trump. And I pray for the family of Corey Comprator, who was killed at the rally, and for other attendees who were wounded. Corey embodied the spirit of America First. He displayed the ultimate show of love when he shielded his wife and
Lady
daughter,
in red.
sacrificing his own life. He reminded America of what we must be, a people who will do whatever it takes to defend the people and the nation that we love. Thank you. I love you too. We will honor Corey's memory by building the country he wanted, the country he wanted for his children, and a government worthy of the American people. For far too long, the establishment in Washington has sold us out. They promised unity and delivered division. They promised peace and brought war. They promised normalcy and gave us Transgender Visibility Day on Easter Sunday.
No lies detected there.
And let me state this clearly. There are only two genders.
Funny you say that.
And we are made in God's image. Amen.
Amen.
And we won't shy away from speaking that simple truth ever. The Democrats ripped open our borders and allowed millions of illegal aliens to pour in, driving up the cost of housing and healthcare while slashing American wages and eliminating jobs. They claim that our economy is thriving, yet hundreds of thousands of American-born workers lost their jobs these past few years.
Yep.
The Democrats' economy is of, by, and for illegal aliens.
Right.
Our open borders have also unleashed the worst drug crisis in American history. Yet while hundreds of thousands of Americans are suffering, the Democrats spent over $175 billion, your tax dollars, to secure Ukraine's borders.
Yep, no lies there.
But they tell us the border wall is too expensive. But an American government that serves the interests not of the wealthy, the globalist, or the powerful few, but of all hardworking Americans
I will in a minute.
Within our
as we
grasp.
get to a break.
Donald Trump has and he will make America successful again. He will make us wealthy again. And as God as my witness, he will finally give us the country we deserve. Because Donald John Trump is the leader America deserves. God bless the American people. God bless President Trump, and God bless the United States of America.
There we go. So we got that muted there. You know, mute that thing out. All right, I'll answer a few things here because I like these. These are really good. So, Starzy, evening all. This is the first time watching this type of convention. What is the full duty of this convention? Okay, the full duty of this convention is whenever you have multiple nominees. So you remember seeing all the early debates, you know, and that Trump didn't attend any of them. And that is because he was the presumed going to be the next delegate, the next candidate to come up. So the delegates are chosen by how many people are in each state. That's part of what our census does. It allows the states to know how many people are in each state. So whenever the election comes around, they go by sort of like giving a certain amount of delegates for each state. Each state has a certain amount. Those delegates will as we have the primary election, which is much earlier on, we have a primary election, which everybody got all upset about and was, freaking out because Nikki Haley was getting, none of the above over her. Like that beat her out. Like her polls were really, really horrible. So the point of this is to get all those delegates together and show support for their candidate. To say, we're gonna vote for this candidate. Sometimes there'll be delegates that say we want to have, for example, they might say we want to have Nikki Haley. The other ones say we want to have Chris Christie, and then you got some other ones that say they want to have Trump. Well, because of the crap that happened this weekend, and also because of the unanimous support, every single state gave all of its delegates to Trump coming into this. So this right here is more of a force show, pomp and circumstance, showing their support. He has a chance to give his give a speech to the crowd to introduce his running mate, which will be JD Vance this year. Last time that he ran, it was Pence. And so he'll have his opportunity to put that out there. And then whenever they go and finish this thing out, all of those delegates will say, well, this is our guy. And this is who we're putting out there with unanimous support. The whole Republican National Convention supports him. If you're independent, you'll have the whole independent convention support them. If you're Democrat, you have the whole group support them. So it's sort of like high school, what do you call that? Where you have your class president, that kind of thing. Everybody's sort of casting their vote for who's going to run against them. So that's pretty much what that's about. And then, of course, I like this one right here. You're jaded now. Whenever any politician says something good, I don't believe them until I see it myself. I'm with you absolutely on that. Also do like this right here. Yeah, if Vivek is legit, I hope he sticks around in politics. If he is legit, he does have a good message. I don't trust what he has to say. I've been jaded, I guess is the best way of. Hey Squid, how's it going? That's your hometown. Just making me homesick. Aw, sorry. And what do we got? Making sure whenever they change the little scene, I'll know the music is over and they'll be bringing someone else out. Here we go. Well, they're bringing out the big dogs right now. Yes. He says all the right things.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, excellent.
Thank you. First and foremost, I want to give thanks to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for giving us my life and health and strength, allowing me to be here and allowing us to live in this blessed and prosperous land. I am Mark Robinson. I am the first Black Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. And come November, I plan on being the first Black Governor of North Carolina.
Sweat swipe.
But I am not one of the political elite. I grew up poor as the ninth of 10 kids in Greensboro with an alcoholic father who beat my mother. I love to tell you that I graduated from high school, found success, never worried about money again, but I can't. I lost 2 jobs, 2 manufacturing jobs because of NAFTA, which, by the way, Joe Biden voted for.
Yeah, he did.
Politicians in D.C. made bad decisions. People like me suffered. I lost my car and my house. I was desperate. But my story isn't unique. A couple of months ago in my travels, I stopped at a gas station. As I was leaving, a man walked out with a beer and he looked very stressed. He got in his car and I could see him holding an envelope. My heart dropped because years ago I held one just like it. It was bankruptcy papers. I could see the fear on his face. And it took me back to lying awake at night with that gnawing worrying, debating which bills weren't going to get paid. Unfortunately, many families today are having that same experience. Under Joe Biden, grocery prices have skyrocketed.
and gas has nearly doubled. In North Carolina, factories just like the one I worked at are closing, leaving families feeling hopeless. But there is hope, and I'm proof. My wife and I never gave up. We kept our faith. We worked hard and made it through those tough times. Now I stand before you on the verge of becoming the first Black governor of North Carolina. As governor, I will not forget where I came from or the struggles of the people I meet. And you know, there's someone else who will fight just as hard for you, President Donald J. Trump.
Yes, I know.
The brave heart of our time, President Trump had our economy roaring. Gas was up below $2. Unemployment was at a historic low. People could afford homes. And we had a president who protected manufacturing jobs.
Oof.
Under President Trump, the American dream was alive and well. Under President Trump, there was hope. And we need that now more than ever. So this November, let's select the brave heart of our time, Donald J. Trump, to get our economy back on track, restore the American dream, and make America great again. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
All right. Well, let's make sure we don't get ourselves in trouble. They'll be playing some more music. You know that they will. You know that they will. You can't help it. Ah, it is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, they've got the music happening. And okay, well, that's pretty good. Visit the site. Thank you, Kaiser. I will pull that up immediately. And let me pause this thing out, and I will bring this. This was sent to me by your favorite pineapple right here. This is JD Vance.
Yeah, well, I think the simple answer is you've got to respect the American people enough to just level with them. Look, I was wrong about Donald Trump. I didn't think he was going to be a good president, Brett. He was a great president, and it's one of the reasons why I'm working so hard to make sure he gets a second term. I think you should. When you're wrong about something, you should change your mind and be honest with people about that fact. And I actually think, again, whether this is running as his running mate or running and supporting him as a United States Senator, Brett, I think it actually presents a real opportunity to talk to the American people, because a lot of people didn't think Trump was going to be a good president, and a lot of people were happy to be proven wrong. And I think it presents an opportunity for me to make the case to the American people that, look, we have two very different sets of results. 4 years of Joe Biden, 4 years of Donald Trump. We know the Trump record is one of success. The Biden record is one of failure. I came around to Donald Trump, and I think that a lot of Americans will do the exact same thing. Yeah, well, I think this.
Well, and that right there, you know, it's that is very interesting. I didn't know. I was wondering why he did join and decide to throw in his support. I am sure that there was some conversations there were happening there, because that needed to be done. That needed to be done quite well. Why is it not showing? I'm going to have to do that again. Pull this up and let me see this, that, copy, and everyone else does, right? Yeah. Is that before or after the nomination? Oh, I'm sure that was well before. He started supporting him pretty early on. Let me in there and make sure that we have this and edit. There we go. Throw that up there. I want to pin this up at the top. So if for some reason I'm not able to, make sure you've got this on your timeline. This is where we're going to be tonight. Bring you the news you need to know. Yeah, this is one of those things that Trump will be doing what Trump does, and JD Vance will do what he does. This tab instead. So everybody's over there in front of the bandstand. It's somebody said this was the nitty gritty dirt band. Interesting. I always thought they were a bit older than that. Last time I saw them would have been close to 20 years ago, and they looked older than this. That's why I was like, really? Did they change out members or something? I don't know. Don't know what is going on. Of course, I'm a little bit half crazy. Oh crap. We got tornadoes in Illinois, guys. This is oh holy cow. Let's see. Bring that back on.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Texas. Love you.
Thank you, Texas.
Love you, Texas.
Much.
A president's greatest responsibility is to protect the American people. And both Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have failed. I'm a military guy. I flew Apaches in Iraq. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I understand that when you're given a mission, you show up, you identify the problem, and you execute. Biden and Harris haven't shown up. They don't seem to understand that they are the problem, and they've shown no empathy or remorse as the American people suffer from their failed leadership. They have imposed what Ronald Reagan called the cruelest tax on the poor, inflation. Today, 65% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck because the dollar is worth less and less every day. Grocery prices have soared. Average Americans are spending $4,300 more on energy bills. But on November the 5th, we, the people, can fix this Democrat disaster. When we can fix this disaster when we re-elect Donald John Trump as president and send him right back to where he belongs, the White House. Under President Trump, American families had more money in their pockets and bank accounts. American families could invest, save, and buy a home. Under President Trump, we had the greatest economy in our lifetime. And in less than 4 years, under Joe Biden, everything changed. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why we must win in November to take our country back.
Take our country back.
We owe it to future generations to embrace this pivotal moment. I owe it to my two daughters, Victoria and Olivia. I owe it to my 1-year-old little boy, Willie, and I owe it to all American children.
Little boy's name is Willie. I love it.
I'm the great-great-grandson of a slave. I'm the son of a retired lieutenant
You
colonel.
too?
I'm the product of West Point along with my other 2 siblings.
Not me. Don't know.
And I risked my life in combat to preserve our nation. Now, there's another man who is putting it all on the line to save our nation. His name is President Donald Trump.
Son, you need to get a deeper voice.
And with
I'm more
your help in
commanding.
November, and with his unbending resolve, together we will make America great
It's Big Willie.
again.
Son's name is Little Willie. We will make
God bless you,
America great
Milwaukee.
again.
May God continue to bless these United States of America.
The Americas. Thank you very much. Back to our live streaming of the music that we'll just, man. Could you imagine being this band? It's like we play a song and then we sit down, we play a song. Wesley Hunt. Oh, we got another one just right behind him. All right. Wesley Hunt. At least his name isn't Mike. That would suck.
Good evening, Wisconsin. Warmest regards from Detroit, home of the NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
Everyone's like, boo.
Oh, in seriousness, Didn't Wesley do a great job?
It's the same guy. Stop it, Boosh.
One of my West Point classmates, class of 2004, and there's another Midwestern boy who did a great job. Our vice presidential nominee,
Just
J.D.
like this guy
Vance.
already.
Another Midwestern boy. You know, he's going to need some help when he comes up to Michigan. I'll do everything I can, but he might be the first Buckeye to win in Michigan since last time Trump was in office.
Oh.
But those are two great American dream stories from the Hunt family and from the Vance family, but I have another American dream story to tell you about. It's about a little boy from Starkville, Mississippi.
Talking
who
about
lived
himself.
directly across the street from Mississippi State University, but he couldn't go there because he was black. Despite growing up
When was
in the Jim
this?
Crow South, he refused to let vulnerability become victimhood. He paid his way through college, served honorably in Vietnam, and started a trucking company with one truck, one trailer, and no excuses, hauling beer back and forth between Detroit and Milwaukee.
He's a Bud Light driver.
I grew up in awe of that story because it's my dad's story. It's part of my story. He and my mother raised me, never telling me that this is a racist country. Never.
Michigan is not Midwest. It really latched onto that.
Even though we have market blemishes in our past, even though we have much farther to go, even though they endured racism, it did not define the nation they loved. They taught me I could do anything I set my mind to. They taught me to put the Lord first always. They taught me to use my blessings to be a blessing to others.
I find it amazing.
That's why I went to West Point.
I find it amazing. I'm going to mute him. I find it amazing this guy grew up in Missouri, Michigan, whatever. He grew up in the northern states and he's talking about Jim Crow. That has nothing to do with Jim Crow at all. Jeez, these people.
And we'll keep on fighting for America.
Fight like a bonehead.
Until the good Lord takes us home. By the grace of God, I was able to come home after my deployment and help run the company business. Now I have the honor of representing Michigan's 10th Congressional District, the #1 manufacturing district in the best state in the entire union.
The best state.
My family story is the American dream story. But my biggest concern right now, my biggest fear is, will children today be able to look back and share that same story?
Oh, God, I hope not.
I firmly believe Americans have not given up
I
on
really
the American
do.
dream.
I really hope they don't have
Joe
to.
Biden and the Democrats have given up on the American dream. Joe Biden and the Democrats think they know how to spend your money better than you do. They want to take your dollar, they want to take your voice, they want to take your control and give it back to DC bureaucrats to execute their woke and Green New Deal agenda. Well, that plan doesn't work because hope is not a plan. Black people were sold on hope. Now our streets are rife with crime. Our kids can't read, and illegals are getting better help from Democrats in 4 days than we've gotten in 400 years.
Okay, a little 1619, but okay, I'll vibe with it.
Our daughters were sold on hope, and now they're being forced on the playing fields and changing rooms of biological males. America was sold on hope, and now the world's on fire. Our borders are wide open, and Americans are going into debt to pay for their groceries. Look. We don't even have to imagine a brighter day. We just have to remember, under President Donald J. Trump, we had a secure border. Under President Donald J. Trump, we had peace in Europe. And under
No, we didn't have a
President
secure
Donald J.
border. He
Trump,
was working on it.
we had an economy so good.
No, we didn't. It was good.
We
It
had
was
an economy
getting
so
there.
good, Democrats were trying to give Obama the credit for it. Look.
Well, everybody does that.
Yeah, I
Unless
heard
he
little
was a
earlier
failure,
today, if
then
you don't
you
vote
take the
Donald
blame
Trump, you
for
ain't black.
Even us whiteys are like, what the hell?
See, here's the thing. By the grace of God and the proven leadership of Donald Trump, for every American, regardless of race, color, and creed, we can once again have a land where a child's outcome isn't determined by their zip code. We can once again have a land where hard work truly does get you ahead. We can once again have a land where you can go from poverty to prosperity in a single generation. I believe that land is still America. America is the greatest idea that's ever been.
Well, let's give the Kaiser a real intro.
Show families just how much.
Oh wait, these aren't my sunglasses.
Oh, and they're rolling them out in quick order, I think. What it looks
Yeah,
like.
I think they had like a limited amount of time. They were saying earlier today, and so they're just like
Biden and Harris
firing them through.
Yeah, well, they're running commercials too, so I just got to be careful. Ghost is like, "Oh, my ears." Well, just wait until we get a hold of the other end. Your nose. Oh my god! So have you been watching this today? This is crazy.
I've been at the office today, and I didn't really have anything to do while I was doing just filing paperwork. So I saw this was coming on, and I just been watching it since it started today.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting to me because I mean there's people that get all upset and worried about it. And, oh my god, it's just like, the left and the right are getting all freaked out and panicking. Oh yes, JD Vance is going to be there. Okay, so
right.
I mean,
I'm just sitting there. All I'm sitting there saying is like, as long as it's not Rubio or Haley, okay, we're at least better off than we were.
Hey, got a girl. Hey, got a girl. No, I mean, here's the thing that I look at. I don't get so upset on this kind of stuff. Is that as people are watching this, just realize that this right here is the show part of it.
Right.
This is where they have to do this for the donors, the people that are paying the big bucks to come together and do these kinds of conventions. And politics, this doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't. This is all for show. All right. What matters is whenever they are running for this position, that they've got the support of all of the people that are backing, whether it be Democrat, Republican, Independent, Green Party, doesn't matter. They want to make sure that there's unity shown. So that way, whenever they go and everybody's casting a ballot for them, they say, yes, this is the party that I support, or no, this is the party I support over here. See, that is the beauty of it, is we don't have like a lot of countries have, where you still have a king or a queen,
right,
that operate everything for you and tell you what you're going to think, how your soul is going to be saved, no matter which way that it goes. They control everything about you.
Speaking of things getting saved, I did share something for you.
Oh, did you? Did you? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Donald Trump encourages and protects frightened U.S. Secret Service member who cling to his massive balls as he leads them to safety after a failed assassination attempt. Yes. There is something to be said about our great country, that we keep it, doing great. Oh, we got a new one coming up. Here we go.
Yeah, credit to Xterra Bill for that meme. That was choice. I had to share that.
Oh, well, the music is going to get me in trouble because we got some sappy ass. And dingy, 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 dingy. I'm playing music and I'm so happy.
What? I mean, somebody's not going to put on Careless Whisper as they come out? And say, schmooze that crowd, baby.
So I was doing bad lip syncs earlier.
Yeah.
I have been standing back behind the stage, showing everybody my lady bits. Now, my lady bits, they're quite special. And my pink panties, well, I only show those to my closest friend. And they think that it's so awesome that I shave my booty hole. Now, I have painted my face up
Are you supposed to be showing a video like to
You come
lip sync
out
that
here.
to?
Oh, I'm sorry. You come out here and be special. Special as anything can be. Now, look at my face. Is it special? Do you see my lady bits? No. I hid those away from you, so why are you laughing at me? Don't make me come up over this podium now. I will slap you down, you mother effers. I'm reading this carefully. It's special, my lady bits. They're wet, big, round, and purple. And I just want to know, I'm here for you, Bubba. Bubba, meet me in the back. Right up there. I'm going to get some. It's a party in your mouth. On the weekends, I like to shower with my dog. His name is Fido. Don't make fun of it. Fido's a stinky dog. But I lick him clean just like he licks me clean. We have a good time in the shower. Together. In the mornings. Glorious. I'm fresh. So clean. Up there. Take it. Why is she quiet? Once, I got something in my eye. Sure, they're saying something that I can't. Biggle. What's she saying?
That is what this election represents for all of us who have been forgotten over the last 4 years.
Why do people say that? Forgotten. I can't say it. It's so weird.
If you're watching tonight and you hear your own story and mine, Donald Trump put me on this stage to show
you my lady bitch.
us, and we are forgotten no more.
What's up, traveling fools?
Hey.
How you doing?
I find peace in God's promise that says, if my people who are called by my name would humble themselves and pray, I will heal your nation.
The dog and me like peanut butter. Y'all got damn got a girl. Like some peanut butter, huh?
With faith, hope, and love in my heart, I know we will make America great again.
I really feel like we need like a counter or something, like a little
Senator
the
Katie Britt of Alabama.
Family Feud, like ding every time somebody like says, make America great again. Just
she's
see how many times we could get before the end of the night.
Hello, I'm special. I'm a special kind of person. I have been taking Botox for the past week. Now, way I do this is we suck the brains out of the small embryos. We use their spinal fluid to keep us young. I may be 90, but look at what you two could have with these kinds of injections. Now, if you make sure that you snap the neck just the right way and suck it out, it just flows right into you. It worked for me. It can work for you. Buy my medicine. It's okay. It's really big. This big right here. It grows and gets smaller and smaller and smaller until it just wanes away. I don't know what to do with it. I look at it twice. I look at it 4 times, and I want more. More embryos, more babies, more pickles. Pickles on my sandwich, pickles in my bread, pickles on my head. I don't get it. Why don't you like my onions? I'm having a hard time understanding what she's saying. This lip reading is hard. She wants to get a little boy. A little boy that has big balls? What? I don't know why. I just see that those balls are so big. I'm young. Young, young, young. Now, don't look at me that way. I know it's sick. I know it's crazy, but I can too have a great body like this, as can you. Anybody can have it. That's why we make America great again and again and again and again and again. I feel great. I feel perfect. I feel wonderful. I eat, and I eat, and I don't gain any weight. Now, if you see the bicycles riding down the street, make sure that you punch them in the head because they're annoying. They get in the way of everybody. They ride side by side, they just honk, and they won't move, and you just want to knock them off their back. Now, if you miss them, if you miss them, all you got to do is just open the door. Open the door really fast, and you can get them really quick, and they won't even see it coming. It's so great. Now, if you miss them, then make sure that you have a baseball bat that will get a little reach. And you've got to really crack through those helmets to make them split apart. So that way they do the face plant, and it's wonderful. Oh, so wonderful. Everybody's cheering. I don't know why you haven't thought of this before. And if your baseball bat is not good for you because you have weak arms, well, then get a crowbar, because a crowbar will do the same thing except quicker. You have to hit it really hard right in the center of the back and maybe in their spokes. If you do, the spokes will collapse and they will do a face plant into the ground. I mean, think about it. How wonderful it is that you can put someone into the ground.
It is time to return President Trump to the White House. Yes. Republicans will put parents, families,
God, I
and
never thought I'd be so happy for somebody to turn the sound back on.
With President Trump back in the White House, we will reawaken the exceptionalism of the greatest nation ever known.
Oh, I told you I do bad lip reading.
We will defeat decline, cut off our dreams, and forge our
I think
future.
that the bad lip reading channel has a new position open for you.
Once again, America will be the land of limitless opportunity for all. And paving that path starts today. So let's roll up our sleeves, send President Trump back to the White House.
I like it. The ladies are all wearing red tonight.
Back on
right?
I'm a beauty queen. Look at my calves.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome United States Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina.
There we go. Big dog.
There we go.
Bring it on.
So far, I've seen more diversity at the RNC than I have in the DNC in years.
Wow, I believe that I can fly. I can fly.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Shizzy.
Are you ready for 4 more years of Donald Trump?
After this stream, I'm going to need 4 more beers.
Listen, if you didn't believe in miracles before Saturday, you better be believing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God Almighty that we live in a country that still believes in the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the Alpha and the Omega.
Him and Hunter. Is that what you're saying?
And our God still saves. He still
Republican
delivers,
conventions.
and he still sets free. Because on Saturday,
Tim Scott,
the devil
South
came
Carolina,
to Pennsylvania holding a rifle. But an American lion got back up on his feet and
Yeah, he
he
did.
roared. Oh, yeah. He
Freedom.
roared.
Well, he didn't meow.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Just gotta stay at the mic.
You see, America, this is a difficult time for our nation.
Yes, they could.
Inflation is crushing families. Illegal immigration is crushing American workers. Failing schools and victimhood culture are crushing our poorest kids. And the weakness of the commander-in-chief has invited world wars all around our world. Joe Biden is asleep at the wheel and we're headed over a cliff.
Oh, they said this before.
We hear despair in the voices of a millennial couple raising 2 kids in a 1-bedroom apartment because they
millennial
can't afford a house. We see pain
Well, technically, I'm a millennial,
on
and we
the
only have
faces
like our kid's 3, so
of Gold Star parents because their commander-in-chief, Joe Biden, literally forgets their son died in uniform on his watch. America, we deserve better. We deserve so much better.
Soul Train.
I was raised by a single mom in poverty. We had plastic
Me too.
spoons, not silver spoons. But she taught me to work hard, to take responsibility, and reject victimhood.
I don't know.
Thank
My
God
mother
for
was
my
crazy.
wonderful
So
mama.
she was not.
I know. I know this is going to offend the liberal elites. Every time I say it, it offends them. But let me say it one more time.
Say it.
America is not a racist country.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
We got racists in this country, but it's not a racist country. And not everybody is racist.
No, we're not. But if you are looking for racism today,
Oh boy.
you find it in cities run by Democrats.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Look on the south side of Chicago. Poor
Mhm.
black kids trapped in failing schools. Thousands shot every single year, including one of my former interns, Daquan. But there's good news. It's conservative values that restores hope. It's Republican policies that lifts people up. I partnered with the greatest president of my generation, President Donald J. Trump. On the biggest tax cuts ever for working people and single moms, and opportunity zones for neighborhoods that need the most. But Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they give illegal immigrants free hotel rooms while our veterans sleep on the streets. Disgusting, disgusting. Trump secured our border once, and Donald Trump will secure it again.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
This November, we are not deciding simply the fate for the next 4 years. We're setting a course for the next 40 years.
That's right.
There we go. I like that.
I see.
I'll be dead by then.
Our heartland
No, you
filled
won't.
with huge American
With any
factories
good luck, I will.
powered by abundant American energy.
You got this.
Building what America needs.
Say some of y'all want to live to be 80.
Creating
Not me.
generational wealth for blue
I do,
collar
oh, yeah.
workers. You see,
I'll need to be 100, brother.
we are
Live to be 100
the
and shot by a jealous
Republican
husband.
Party of Frederick Douglass and of Abraham
Oh,
Lincoln,
yeah.
He died
of
doing
Ronald
what he
Reagan
loved.
and Donald Trump. But we, 4 more years. I love it.
Say it louder. Get up on it. What you gonna do?
Awesome. We are not simply the party of our leaders. We are also the party of a young woman in Wisconsin taking over her family farm, an Hispanic father working 16-hour days in Nevada, and a Black teenager in Philly starving for opportunity. We're not just the grand old party of the past. We are the great opportunity party of America's future.
There you go.
And there's only, hear me clearly, and there's only one person who can make that vision a reality. Donald J. Trump. God bless America.
There you go. Yeah, they start
Tim
playing
Scott,
some
bringing the
music.
heat.
Well, and if he comes out, then I'll play it, but I don't think. Yeah, I think he'll come out towards the end because that's how they do these things. But they're playing some music, and you had a question here. Has not Chicago been like that for decades? Chicago has been like that for well before I was born. Let's put it this way, and now you have to put this into consideration.
Okay.
And I'll take it way back. So after the Civil War, or as it's known in these parts as the War of Northern Aggression, as the War of Northern Aggression happened, they had this period of what they call Reconstruction. Okay, and Reconstruction, they told all of these former slaves, move up here and come work. We will give you manufacturing jobs. And what they did is they brought in a whole bunch of cheap labor from the southern states because they knew that they could pay the black man much less than they could the white man that was already currently working there. And they moved in droves. And they manufactured and they built this country. They did a lot of bust-ass work for very low wages, less than what other people were getting paid. And they built themselves up. And in doing so, they had the white folks that lived up north that were supposedly anti-slavery that said, hey, you know, this is we don't want these people having more than us. They're supposed to be working for us. They're not supposed to be getting better. And they decided to keep and hold them back by creating red line district. Basically, where they could only afford certain things, they would only put them in certain housing to keep them undesirable. In your south and your west end and your south side and all that kind of stuff. Now, you know, fast forward many years, these folks kept them in poverty. And now they're not. Now they've moved into middle class. Now they've moved into higher paying jobs. The days of that have been long gone, but it's still tough on the south side of Chicago, and it always will be. Lower education, a little bit of anger, and then rhetoric of the Democrats that gave them Reconstruction, that brought about all the Jim Crow law. Democrats are the party of slavery. They are the party that created all of this in the first place. And if you think anything's changed in 95 years, Bush, it hasn't. It's still the same. They will think for you. They take away your agency. And that is what the Democrat Party is about. If you feel that that's the party you want to be part of, absolutely go for it. Be part of that party. Me, I prefer to be a self thinker. And if they make a good policy, agree to the good policy. Doesn't matter whether they're left, right, center. If it's good policy, stick with it. You know, it used to be back in the day, everybody was all about going to war. Those days ended. Democrats had a lot to say about that. Republicans had a lot to say about that. Both parties that were saying, why are we in these endless wars? You know, there's things that we can do in this country to make it better, and there's things we can do in this country to make it worse. I just like to think that regardless of our differences, whether black, white, Hispanic, you might be an illegal, you might be a Canadian, but living here in this country, you know, and I tell you this from I have a half brother that was adopted by a Canadian and a former German soldier from World War II that defected in England and then married a Canadian woman and passed away when my half brother was 4 years old. His Canadian mother took him back to Canada, where they tried to take him away from her. She was going through a lot of depression, having lost the love of her life, her husband, and being a single mom, not knowing what to do in the 60s, 70s. And times were a little bit rougher in the 70s than they were in other periods of time. And she managed to bring him down to Florida, where she lived out the rest of her life, and he still continues to live his. It's amazing that we tend to forget that there's humans behind all of it. And you know, that's where I think, oh my God, they're showing him falling up the stairs. Oh, you guys are so bad. Oh, they're not showing it. They're not showing the ad. Oh, that's so bad. They're zooming in on the stage. Oh, that's bad. Why are they doing that? RNC is just showing it for one group. Oh, you guys are asses. Oh, I'm going to have to search it now. RNC. Let's see. Search. Yeah, we will find it. It is crazy to me. Oh, they've already like banned some stuff. Looks like people are getting copyright stricken everywhere. Everywhere they're getting copyright stricken. Wow. I'm going to keep this up for a little bit and hopefully they bring someone out pretty soon. It is. See what we got. No, that's not what I'm looking for. And that's not it either. They've broken it to commercials. They've got all kinds of commercials running. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is what we got. This is what we've got. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. And I've wired the 2024. No. See if we've got anything. Everybody's got all kinds of commercials on. All kinds of commercials on. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, they're playing stuff that I can't quite play. By the way, as I was saying earlier, we got some tornadoes down in the Illinois area and they're moving through. If you're in these areas, make sure that you be careful. Right here. So we're watching a little bit of Max.
Give me 1 second.
Right here. Showing that there's a storm
Computer
on
for some reason it's
Evansville.
making weird noises.
So if you're in these areas, be safe.
At this point, we have it out for
Evansville.
Wisconsin. I mean, we definitely have circulation here near Evansville. Everything else is not really rotating, at least in Wisconsin per se.
If you guys are in that area, be careful.
There is still some broad circulation near Freeport as well in Illinois.
She can always demonetize
But for the
it.
most part, the bulk of this tornado threat is over near Davenport and then also over in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Working
Yep.
hard. No, it's making like weird ticking sounds. I don't know what that even is. I should have my tech guy coming soon, just in case we actually have issues.
Rosie Biden trips
Just in
and falls
case.
all the time. Yeah, we're keeping it real. All
Yeah,
right, here we
tech-
go.
Yes, let's go.
Don't say
Good
something
evening.
stupid.
I'm Glenn Youngkin, the governor.
Youngkin.
The governor of the home of Washington.
The hose of
Jefferson,
Washington.
Madison, and Monroe, the great Commonwealth of Virginia.
Oh boy.
Virginia.
Yeah, Youngkin, you really screwed up, didn't you?
Tonight, we stop for a moment. We ask for God's grace to be on innocent victims. We ask him to be with their families. We thank him for this moment of unity. And we thank him for protecting our
only
next
for a moment.
president, Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, once we get rid of the rhinos, let's see how well we do.
And tonight, our nation can have the conversation that so many families have at their kitchen tables. Yes, those tough conversations. How do
Like
we
how
make
to
it
get
all
rid
work?
of Joe.
The conversation young families from Midlothian, Virginia till Milwaukee, Wisconsin, whose
Midlothian.
dreams of
What?
buying a home have been shattered by 7.5% mortgage rates. The veterans from Fredericksburg, Virginia to Phoenix, Arizona, whose raises can't keep up with 30% increases in grocery prices and 40% increases in gas. The retirees from Roanoke,
gas.
Virginia to Reno, Nevada, whose fixed income has been crushed by the silent thief of inflation unleashed by Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Tonight, America, the land of opportunity, just doesn't feel like that anymore. But 8 years ago, there was an outsider, a businessman, who stepped out of his career to rebuild a great nation with the strongest economy, the mightiest military, energy independence, unlimited opportunity, lifting up every American. That outsider businessman was Donald J. Trump, and he will do it
He's
again.
gonna keep throwing in the initial there.
Well, because who else you gonna throw in there?
I'm proud to be a homegrown
Donald
Virginian.
M. Mother.
From a family
Trump.
like a lot of families with ups and downs and
Oh, I'm
highs
sorry.
and lows.
FCC.
Bulletproof.
My mom was a nurse, and she was my hero. She
Yeah.
pulled our family together after my dad lost his job. At 15, washing dishes and flipping eggs, I learned that there is dignity in work.
Whose eggs were you flipping? I mean, I know at 15 whose eggs I was
At the height
flipping.
of the pandemic,
Is
4 years
19
ago,
and
I asked my amazing wife, Suzanne, to go on a walk
Got it
with
made,
me.
got it made.
I told her
got
I
it
planned to quit my
made.
job and
I'm
run
not
for
the
governor.
teacher.
She looked at me with tears in her eyes and a quivering
yeah.
lip and asked, "Governor of what?" We prayed together and we asked
Why?
God for guidance and wisdom. And we said if elected, we would serve. After 12
Eggs.
years
Wash
of
dishes.
only electing Democrats statewide, in November 2021, Virginians elected a Republican outside businessman as their 74th governor.
right, son.
And I believe this year, Virginia will elect
She was
another
19.
Republican
She was hot.
outside businessman as president of the
As
United
long as she was
States.
legal.
In Georgia, no. I mean, New Mexico, no, it wasn't. She was too old for me. She would have gone to jail.
President Trump proved that common sense conservative leadership works.
Oh
It works
my.
for America. And we're proving it in Virginia too. $5 billion of tax relief, backing the blue. Slashing red tape, declaring loudly that yes, parents matter.
Yep.
and creating jobs, lots of jobs. Virginia now has record job growth, and we were just named America's top state for business.
Be proud of that. I don't trust the blue anymore. Considering
Friends,
all the trials,
could this election
don't
be
trust
more
politicians.
simple? It's common sense versus chaos. It's strength versus weakness. Friends, it's not just Republicans who see this. It's Republicans, independents, and lots of Democrats. It's Americans. Under President Trump, America had high growth and low inflation. Under Joe Biden, America has low growth and high inflation. 66% of Americans now live paycheck to paycheck. Moms and dads worrying, can they buy new shoes for their kids going back to school?
Get them some kids.
They write the tuition check for college.
They don't
Will
need
ever
Nikes. Get them kids.
Be able to retire. Under President Trump, 2.4 million Americans were lifted out of poverty. Women, Black Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans all saw record low employment. Under Donald J. Trump, we once again
Here's
will
the problem,
have that
Youngkin.
rip-roaring economy that lifts up all Americans. That is our
This is your
tomorrow.
problem, Youngkin. I bet he could do one hell of a Ric Flair. Woo!
A tomorrow where work is celebrated.
I would do a Ric Flair. The only
where
problem is
taxes are
I'm
cut
really
and
loud.
inflation is slashed.
My wife would be
Where we
like
cut
stomping on the
red tape,
floor. Shh.
where we unleash American energy dominance, where businesses proudly say, made in America. Where entrepreneurs dream
Entrepreneurs.
and small businesses thrive, where Americans from any background can pour their God-given talents into building their American dream.
Build it.
This is the moment. This is our moment to make
Our moment.
America the land of opportunity again.
Make it. Do it.
Do it.
Get her done.
Do it.
Do it, bang.
A nation built on a basic
Oh,
truth
he ain't gonna be on right
that
away.
we are
It's
granted
you probably got
certain
about
unalienable
another
rights, not by a king,
30
but
minutes
by
or
an
so.
almighty creator. And that among these are life, liberty, and the
Can't tell if
pursuit
that's
of
my kid
happiness.
kicking the wall or if that's one of the cats.
Our
One of the
foundational
cats are kicking the
principles
wall.
are
Why
non-negotiable.
do cats kick the
They are
wall?
inscribed
Well, they're
on
not
our
probably not
national
kicking the
soul.
wall, but I've got one that
My fellow
accidentally got locked in my
Americans,
son's room
the
today. So she's
spirit
probably
of hope
headbutting
is
the door
spreading.
like, "Let me in."
Everyone can feel it, and it will
Keep me away
sweep
from
across
this
this
crazy.
nation when we elect Donald J. Trump, the 47th President of the United States. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Marca. Yeah. Marca.
Please welcome the CEO of Goya Foods, America First Policy Institute board member,
He's
and
short.
chairman of the Hispanic Leadership Coalition, Mr. Bob
You
Unanue.
see them? They lowered the little things. They must be on motors. He's shorter.
Well, that's kind of cool.
I like it. They can go. He's tall. He's short.
Buenas noches, familia. Good
¿Qué
evening,
pasa,
family.
bravo? ¿Qué pasa, pinche cabrón? La
Una
Goya.
cerveza, por favor.
Wow. Wow. Gracias.
I use
gracias.
Goya, so
4 years ago,
I like this guy.
dared
Oh yeah.
to say that we were blessed by Donald J. Trump.
Damn right.
Builder.
Yeah, Nosy Rosie's like, I love me some
Got in
Goya
trouble for
products.
that.
Hell yeah.
Goya makes
But more
good
than
shit.
a builder,
Yeah, they
he's
do.
a courageous leader. And he will bring this nation closer to God. He will bring
Hola Juan,
strength
hola
to
Esteban.
America.
Este
And
es
he will
la
bring
casa de la tía.
prosperity back to America. And that's what my grandfather did as a 17-year-old in 1903. He packed
1803.
his clothes and his dreams in a suitcase, and he got aboard a steamship. Like millions of other immigrants, he sought nothing more than a chance to build a better life. His American dream began when he opened a small grocery store in Manhattan. With love and determination, he built it into the largest Hispanic-owned food company in the United States.
Damn right.
There you go.
Damn right. Love it. I love success stories.
Goya Foods grew as the Latino community flourished. The Latino community is diverse, but we are united in our values that include an unwavering faith in God, and an abiding love of family, and a fierce work ethic. We want the freedom to worship, to love, and to work in a way that gives us purpose, gives us a reason to get up every day. The Biden-Harris administration
Says those big bugs.
our
There's always a
values
reason to get up every
and
day.
has abused our community. They buried our businesses with inflation and government red tape. They even used the FBI to go after traditional Catholics as if we were terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Matt, for drug cartels.
Whoa. There was
Biden's
an edit
open
there.
door policies
There was a
is all
glitch.
the more insidious because it's couched in soft terms
Wonder
like
what else he
compassion
said.
and sanctuary.
I wonder if
something.
there's a delay
In
on it,
reality,
and maybe it was
it is
a
cruel.
buffer issue.
You
Joe
know, I think he
Biden's
said
open
something
southern
they didn't
border
approve of.
facilitates the largest
that's what I
criminal
mean.
enterprise in the world.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
disproportionately
we're not watching an actual live
victimizes
feed.
Latinos,
It's delayed.
especially children. Last year, an HHS whistleblower
HHS
testified
whistleblower
that the United
testified.
States was the middleman in a large-scale child trafficking operation that has lost track of 85,000 children, a number too large for most football stadiums. Our border czar, Kamala Harris, that means so bad, and we have enough bad, we need some good, we need goodness,
Yeah.
was missing in action. Many Latinos came to America from
Latinos.
countries
Lactating
where the
Tinos.
few exploit and control the many. Today's Democratic Party sees this as their path to maintain power. Instead of lifting people out of poverty, their policies are making our lives worse. For many Latinos, it's deja vu.
Many?
I'll even though that's French.
Ming.
I don't know how to say that in Spanish. I'm sorry. The Cuban philosopher Jose Marti said, mankind is composed of two sorts of men, those who love and create,
Living and dead.
those who hate and destroy. Joe Biden and his allies show contempt for anyone who disagrees with them. Their hatred of Donald Trump knows no bounds. Their radical policies are wrecking our economy and destroying our lives. On the other hand, Donald Trump loves this country.
Well, I like pickles.
I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
He loves us, and he knows how to build and create. He understands that lasting prosperity is built on a foundation of family, faith, work, and freedom.
Family. Oh, my family.
And not the quicksand of government handouts. He believes we are blessed by God, and with a firm belief that with God, all things are possible, he will make America great again. Love you guys. Love you guys.
Oh, Jesus.
Quick.
Gonna get me in
button.
trouble with that crap. Damn it. everybody's. But you know, I'm going to have to be heading out here pretty soon. So if Trump doesn't come out by 9 o'clock, I'm sort of hoping that he comes out, does his little speech, recognizes, and then I'll be kicking everybody over.
Yeah.
How long till we hear from the God Emperor? Don't know, fools. Don't know. But you know what's happening tonight? Tonight, look at the tag that I got up there. See where it's at. You see that up there? The little thing that's pinned up at the top. That's where I am going to be tonight. 9:30. We're going to be hanging out over on Volstorm's channel. We're going to be doing Derailed. Sorry,
With the
Kaiser,
boys.
you won't be there, but you can always come hang out and show your support and raise the American flag and cheer upon our whitest, blackest friend that you know, the Reverend Volstorm. He is a man of principle and principalities amongst a sea of influential dominatrixes. Absolutely. Yeah, you got to sub that up. Got to sub that up. Go check it out tonight. It is going to be on fire. It's going to be on fire. We've got Volstorm running it. He is a man, the myth, the legend. And he doesn't, you know, he doesn't play. He doesn't play. He's good. He's good people.
Oh yeah. Fun dude.
Yeah, I mean, we have him on here every Sunday. He is the
brings
voice.
the fire.
Brings the fire. Yeah. I mean, this weekend, oh my God, that was
Oh jeez, OP, man. I'm still playing through that one in my head. Like I think every single one of us was just like
Did that come with Vaseline if you're playing it through your head?
Every single one of us was having trouble like talking after that first particular scene.
Oh my God. I swear that was the longest night. I looked down, I was like, we've only been at this for like an hour and 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, this is gonna be long. Like I was spent after that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we all were just kind of like, whoo, after that one.
It was not what we were expecting.
A couple of times the mention of the ladies' hood ornament came up, and I was like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Weren't sure how to navigate that one.
Well, you just get right in there and face first, you know. I'm sure that everybody fingered it out pretty well. Oh, TJ!
I even managed to get a joke about Star Wars: The Acolyte in there.
oh well, you know, it was a good wind down from the week that we pretty much were having at that point. Crazy weekend you had. I mean, and if you think about this, it wasn't but earlier on in the week that you had Biden go absolutely like Donkey Kong on people and just like, what the hell is that boy doing?
Right?
Like he was rambling, then he's doing all kinds of interviews and making it even worse. And then Saturday happened and you know, everybody's going, oh crap. I think this guy just got the nomination and more than likely the presidency.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how you walk away from this one and don't manage to nail that one down. So I'm look, I mean, anything can happen, but I'll be honest. Sure as hell seems to me like definitely gonna cinch that one after what happened yesterday. And his just like straight up like turn to the camera and fist pump the crowd. Like, oh my God, man.
All right. Now I'm gonna play something that is probably gonna get me in all kinds of trouble. I just want you to know that if your ears are sensitive, right now would be the time to mute it. Okay. And YouTube, yes, there are some foul languages and some foul words in here.
Oh boy.
This does not promote anything about me whatsoever. This right here is a comedian, okay? Funny, satire, hilarious, comedy, okay? You ready? You might want to hide yourself there, Kaiser.
Okay.
They're going to be dropping some N-words here. Just saying. If you're sensitive, just know there's going to be some N-words being dropped here.
Oh, I'm not worried about that myself.
Here it comes. You get ready.
Y'all see the president, well, the nigga that's running, Trump. He got shot, dog. They shot him. This nigga done been shot, staying on went to jail, he done scammed people. And this nigga my uncle, who the fuck? Who the hell? He black, he's officially black now, bro. This is beautiful. They shot him. He was like, yeah, I'm having a fight. He was fine. He was doing like this and walked out with an American flag on him. Like this. He put one of these, like, I'm a real nigga. Fuck, nigga, I'm out of here. That's hard, bro. I wasn't even finna vote. I'm voting now, dog. He got it. He won. I wasn't even finna vote. I had no skin in the game. I like, that nigga got shot. He won. Fuck the bullshit. He had real ops, nigga. What the fuck? Joe Biden biggest op is the stairs. That's it. He had real ops. Somebody really tried to listen. That's how you know he a real nigga, bro. Joe Biden has been trying to kill himself his whole presidency. So nobody had to kill this nigga. Nobody had to try to kill it. Trump been just ready to go his whole time. And like, we gotta fucking off his ass. And missed. And just stick his ear and miss. That's crazy, bro. Hey, Mexican nigga, you fuck with Trump? Yeah? Hell yeah, that was good. Huh? You say amen? He not God, nigga, what the fuck? That was crazy.
Sorry, that probably got me in all kinds of trouble, but you know what? It was completely worth it because that guy brought it on. Oh my, oh my. All right, here we go. Sorry, I'll bring this back. Gotcha. I told you it was going to get me in trouble. I don't promote any of it, but that was comedy, satire. Yes, it was not meant to be advertiser friendly, so hopefully they didn't run any ads during that. You know I'm going to get you right on that. That's all right. I'll remove it later. Oof.
There should be signs. There you go.
Yeah, I won't be able to play that tonight. I might play that tomorrow morning. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Guess you could say we got an ear bashing. Yeah, you know they're about to bring him out. Calm before the storm. Now, what would be awesome is if he comes out and he's dressed like Hulk Hogan or something, just rips off his shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're going down, button. Not that it would take much. Got those stairs. Got some stairs right here. You couldn't even climb them. Son. Step into a Slim Jim. From the team.
Joe Biden's coming around here. He's falling down the stairs. This man's biggest enemy is gravity. Somebody just tried to take off my fucking ear, man. And you know what I just said? Try again. Because you didn't do it right. Guess what? I'm going to eat it the next time. Because guess what? Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah.
That's right. For the demonetized fun. Thank you, Zach. Thank you so much. It is my pleasure to make sure that I get demonetized for a good reason. So
touchdown. Paper unbreaded.
Oh God, yes. I love it. Love it. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate you, bro. I really do. That's mighty. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see if he comes out because at 9:30 I'm making a hard stop. Everybody's gonna have to join us over on Volstorm's Caliber and Character. Yeah, it's gonna get good. It's gonna get good. Okay, stand here. All right. Now I want you to look into the camera and do circles and wave at me. We have something to say. Oh, you know what? I'm looking at the wrong one. That's why. That's why. I'm looking at an old one. This is the one I should be looking at. She's cute.
We didn't mandate anything. We never ordered a single business or a church to close. I never even defined what an essential business was because I don't believe that the government has the authority to tell you that your business isn't essential. When other states were pushing mandates and lockdowns, instead in South Dakota, we hit the gas. We embraced liberty. We told our story and we invited people to come and to enjoy our beautiful
It's got lip
state.
fillers, but that's okay.
Now, all of the things that
She just can't walk outside when there's a high winds because her lips will beat her to death.
and it worked.
All right. Nothing wrong with a little DSL.
Our economy took off. And since
What's
I've been
up,
governor,
Val?
we broke
Christy,
the national record for the lowest unemployment rate in American history at 1.8%. In South Dakota, everybody worked.
I'd
We
make
paid
sure
off
that she
state
left her
debts and
eyelashes on my
bonds.
pillow.
We fixed dams and bridges. We built roads. We have a fully funded pension plan and a AAA credit rating. We broke records for surpluses and we balance our budget every single year.
But do you hock to it?
And last year in South Dakota, we passed the largest tax cut in South Dakota history.
Yeah, but you're in South Dakota. Just saying.
Under my administration, incomes in our state have gone up 36%. Women-owned businesses are thriving. We also have the highest birth rate in the nation. People are having babies because they're happy.
Well, that's not why you have babies. Yeah, babies from sticking it in the
And in South
woohoo.
Dakota,
I guess
we
that'd
love
make you
babies.
happy.
Our mental health challenges have gone down. Our suicide rates are declining, and we are the #1 state in the country for a decline in overdoses because people have hope. We're
Some of
growing
that hope
so
to California,
fast that
they
we
need
needed
it.
more workers to catch up. So we launched the most successful workforce recruitment campaign in the history of South Dakota. And they have come by the
What's
thousands
up,
to
Roxanne?
join us and to live with us. Do
Roxanne,
you guys remember those ads when I
you
was a
don't
really
have to
lousy
leave on
plumber
your red light.
and a really terrible electrician? Do you remember those? Well, since we started those ads, we have seen a 78% increase in licensed plumbers in the state of South Dakota.
That means they're fixing your shit pipes.
We've seen a 44% increase in electricians in our state. Now, people aren't moving to South Dakota for our beaches or for our beautiful January weather. They are moving to our state for opportunity and for freedom. And all of this happened because our people were bold. We took action, and I was strong.
So brave, so bold, so
Now,
beautiful.
South Dakota proved that freedom will make America wealthy again. And with President Trump in the White
Well,
House,
we just
with
make
Senator
America
J.D.
America
Vance by
again.
his side, we will
Right.
prove it across America. Listen, 2 days ago, the whole world changed. Evil
No, it didn't.
displayed itself in the very worst way through a cowardly act. An innocent American lost his life, and we will continue to lift his family up in our prayers every single day.
How about you send them money?
Prior to this week,
How about that?
we already knew that President Donald Trump was a fighter. He is the
Not to be down on this, but the RNC, you know how much money they're making right now? Why don't you take some of that money and lift that family up? Make sure they don't ever have to worry about anything for the rest of their life. How about you do that?
I was
How
going to
about
say
you?
I've seen the name on the donor list so far, and there's a lot of big names on it. They've raised like $3 million for this guy.
Yeah. Still, ain't enough.
Yeah, they need to donate more. Can you imagine how much they could donate? You know, if they
Yeah.
all chipped in a little bit.
If every single voter for Trump donated just $1.
Oh my God.
Donald J. Trump is our
Now,
man
speaking
in
of
the
that, you can
arena.
donate to me.
He will
Everybody
never
donate
stop
$1.
fighting for us.
If only
He will
you
never
can
stop,
donate
and now he is
$1 to
bringing
your
all
local
of us
shizzy.
together.
He
Now, I
can
know that
eat
many
for
of you are
another
angry,
day and be
but now
spared
is
the
the time to
embarrassment
unite.
of
And we have to
having
get to
to
work.
scrape
We
and
have to
crawl
win
and
the
eat
hearts and minds of every
bugs
single
and
American.
I
Wake
can
them
afford
up
the
with
peanut
truth,
butter, man.
with wisdom. We need
some
to
peanut
listen to
butter.
them. You
I heard
can't
that,
win
I heard
people
that Kristen
over by
Nolan keeps
arguing
a
with
can
them.
of peanut butter
Share
around.
it with your neighbors,
Oh, of course, you keep
job,
holding around for
at
the
your
dog, you
church,
know what I'm saying?
at the gas station,
Oh,
or
is that
even
what
at the
that's for? That's
grocery
for the
store.
dog?
Listen, there are moments in
Oh,
our
Lord.
history,
I'm going to hell.
often after
Yep.
great hardship and tragedy,
Call me
when
Fido.
true leaders unite our country. At one time,
Those big
President
old
Lincoln,
boobs.
he united our
Damn
country.
right. It'll be
He
some
delivered
boobs.
my favorite presidential address of all time. In fact, it's the only speech or poem or song that I ever made my kids memorize when they were young, when they were little. It was the Gettysburg Address, and it was delivered during our nation's bloodiest conflict. That speech so inspired people that they continued to fight for years, and they lost loved ones in order to preserve this union we call the United States of America.
Don't bring Donald Trump on in the next 5 minutes, sweet cheeks. We're going to have words.
Now, at that time, President Lincoln encouraged us to take increased devotion, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that a government of
years
people,
ago.
by the people, and for the
7
people
beers
shall
ago.
not perish from this earth.
I was looking at her and she's looking at me, and we just, I showed her my pickle.
Like Lincoln, in the midst of our pain
She had
and
on her
division,
blue dress.
Donald Trump is
We
calling us
looked at
to
each
be
other and
touched
we
by the
said,
better
"Hey,
angels of our
baby,
nature.
you want to wrestle?"
As Paul wrote in 2
She
Timothy,
said, "Yes, Mr.
God has not
President."
given us a spirit of fear.
I mean, what
but
is
of power
it ain't
and
really
of
is
love
sex. If
and
you
a
ain't
sound
really
mind.
is sticking it in
We
there.
must not be afraid. Even in our darkest days, we have never once given
That's
up
good,
hope.
Puddle Town.
So don't quit on America.
East
If we lose
Louisa
this
made your
country,
3-year-old
where else
memorize
will
the
we go that
Gettysburg
provides more
Address.
freedom
How
and
was the soccer
opportunity for our
games?
kids and our
Overbearing
grandkids?
much?
And I've got 3
It's a serious
grandkids, and I'm
Tiger
counting
Mom
on a
energy,
whole lot
yeah.
more. And yes, democracy can be messy, but there is a great
Well, she said it could be
invisible
messy.
strength to a
Damn
people's
right,
union.
girl. We make it
We
messy.
have shown the world that we can endure sacrifice and that we can still unite. We should still aspire to be worthy of this union.
Make you
America.
squeal, little woman.
President
Make it messy.
Donald J. Trump is the leader we need for such a time as this.
Set your time, set your clocks.
So now, I need you to get to work. Get out there, go do it. Don't quit. Keep fighting,
it.
keep uniting, keep talking to people, win the hearts
Clapping.
and minds, and may God bless you. And may God continue to bless the great United States of America. Thank you.
That's right. Now, if you don't bring out Trump, well, it's just going to be tough titties.
Donald Trump's surprise visit to a construction site. Hundreds of cheering union members turned out to meet the former president. It was quite a scene.
These are hardworking New Yorkers, okay? Union.
All right. You've got about 30. At 9:15, I'm cutting this thing off, you son of a bucks. And then we're going to go over, and I'm going to be jumping over on Volstorms. He's going to be firing that thing up in about 15 minutes after that. I want to make sure we get everything up and right.
So
anything you want
that,
to say to these folks?
Oh, I was something commenting on what we were watching, but okay, never mind.
Go ahead.
I was just, no, yeah, if we're going to be shutting this thing down, then.
No,
yeah.
say it. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to mention that the guy who has the YouTube channel, whose shirt the Pew Pewer on Saturday was wearing, he made a video and like released a statement about it.
Oh, okay. I mean, You can throw that link
Yeah,
up there in the
I know,
chat.
but it's basically what I already
Yeah,
said, that
he
he's
had
like,
nothing to do with
he
it.
had nothing to do with it. He's and he's like was shocked and sickened, by it. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's the same way, just because some chick man dude was wearing camouflage doesn't mean they had anything to do with the army whenever they went pew-pewed a whole bunch of people in a school in Tennessee.
Right.
All right, what does this guy have to say? If you ain't announcing the president.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bobby Bartels. I'm a proud member of Steamfitter's Local Union 638. And like many of my fellow union members, I've been a
This guy
Democrat
sounds like he
my
says
whole
scab
life.
on the regular.
And like so many of my fellow union members, we have come to expect empty promises from Democratic politicians.
Whoa.
Ouchie.
That's harsh.
In 1986, after a decade of Democratic politicians' mismanagement, Central Park's
But if she's
iconic
wearing a
Walman
miniskirt, I
ice rink
guarantee
had
you'll see
fallen
how
into an
manly I am.
unusable state of disrepair.
Meow.
Politicians made promise after promise to fix the rink,
Love his voice.
and yet they did nothing. That's when Donald Trump stepped up. He wasn't mayor, he wasn't running for anything, but he was a guy who cared about people, and he knew how to get a job done. He put his money and his reputation on the line and committed to getting it built. He did it using skilled local union labor like the men of Local 638. Together, we worked tirelessly on that project, completing it on time and ensuring kids would be skating that fall on that rink. And a quick note to President Biden, that involved working outside the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m.
Oh, damn. Right.
Early one hot summer morning on that job, I saw Donald Trump visiting the site. I yelled out, "Are you here to buy us coffee?" President walked right over. He wasn't the president at the time, but he walked right over, grinning, and handed me some cash and told us it was too hot for coffee. Go buy sandwiches and drinks for everyone.
Yep.
Now, more than ever, we need a president who knows how to get things done. We have an open border inviting illegal immigrants to take our American jobs and lower our wages. Out of control inflation is squeezing budgets, and both violent crime and drug epidemic are pushing people out of our cities, all while Democrats do nothing. That's why this union Democrat will be voting Trump along So that's why this union Democrat, along with many of my local union members, will be
Not all of
voting
them,
Trump this
but
November.
a good number of them. There you go. Way to go.
So that we can take back the middle class, take back the country, and rebuild the middle class that my
Freudian
union
slip.
has helped build over so many years. God bless America. Thank you.
All right. Well, you had your opportunities, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, you're gonna leave, and then that's the moment he's gonna walk out.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. But you know what was more important? The most important thing is that you find people will go over there and you'll go check out Volstorm. I keep checking to see if he's uploaded it over there, because doggone it, I want to make sure that I can direct everyone, but I'm not sure that he has it set up. Let's see. Nope, he doesn't have it set up. He's got to turn that bad boy on.
Says
Everybody,
we got 10 minutes.
make sure that you go over and show a little bit of love. Show a little bit of love to Volstorm. Give him the thumbs up. Make sure that you come over and check us out. And I guarantee you that this is going to be an interesting one. And I will be joining all the boys over there here in about less than 10 minutes. That gives me enough time to go get a drink of water, choke down some peanut butter, and make a beautiful day of it. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with me most of the day, a good part of the day. You know, the morning, the evening, the afternoons, everything. And I won't be as busy tomorrow because I'll probably be worn out from tonight. Knowing these boys, they like to do that. And make sure you guys go and sub to Kaiser and give him a little bit of love and check out his takes on the most interesting movies that he has seen this year. And he is going to be talking about The Acolyte coming up.
Yep, tomorrow is the final episode of the first season. Still no verification if season 2 is happening. I've heard some rumors. They're disturbing. Let's hope it doesn't happen.
Sorry for busting your gut there, Kaiser. Sorry for busting your gut. No, we had an absolute blast. Appreciate everybody for coming by last night. It was fun. Thank you. And with that, I will see you guys soon. Peace, y'all.